Good morning. It's Monday, November 6th, and things are going to be different here for at least a bit until we figure out our new flow. But TD app is gone, and we've been working with Webull since last Friday. Has some benefits, but definitely is not suited for a process we had before. So we're going to actually combine. There's two things. One is we're probably going to be shifting our analysis more to swing ideas rather than what the trade is for the day. We'll see how that works out. Maybe it ends up that our swing ideas will do good for the day, but we don't have as much visibility into pre-market action as we had before. Okay, as you can see with this Webull app, it's very hard to see the pre-market price action. You can't see the bid and the asks at a glance. And unfortunately, also, the news feed is terrible. It's missing tons and tons of data. So we're going to try to move forward. We'll go through the macro, and then also we're going to combine this with what the story trading app gives us. Story trading app actually has a much better news feed right here, much better news feed. What's this say? Cost for say millions to this NASDAQ. Okay. Much better news feed than, wow, look at all this news in it. ACRS. Okay. So we'll have to go through this. So we're going to kind of go through this together and we'll figure out what to focus on. All right. But first, let's do the macro review. Webull here, we go into, okay, last week. So last week, it was all about TLT bottoming out. Okay. Now, I don't know why it bottomed out. It just people with money decided now it's time. That's it. I mean, I don't think the FOMC on Wednesday was anything special to say, oh my gosh, rates are going to start declining from here. I really don't. I think it was just a demarcation point in time where people said we're going to start buying after this event. And then it got accelerated Friday morning with bad jobs data. Bad news is good news. So you see TLT making a move to the 50 DMA. And what's that directly impact? It's going to be ARK more than anything else. And you see ARK had like crazy moves right up to the 200 DMA right now. The 200 DMA is at 40.75. In pre-market, you can barely see such a tiny print. It's 40.72. You can see the level 2 here. So 40.65 by 40.72. So it's right at this 200 DMA. Okay, and you can see kind of where that RSI is. Is this going to keep going? Honestly, I don't know. I'm not going to chase it. I'm not chasing risk assets here. The way I like to do it is focus on stocks with individual catalysts that could do well, despite overall market conditions. That's usually the way I like to trade. That's why the focus on Powell and earnings and things like that that have individual reasons to outperform and aren't going to be beholden to the underlying price action. So I don't know what's going to happen. It's at a key resistance level here. I'm not going to chase it. Of course, if it breaks and holds above this, then that's a whole different story. If RK is above the 200 DMA, but really also have to watch TLT to see if TLT gets above and holds this 50 DMA. All right, so we're definitely at a point today that's I would say kind of risky. Could the market break out further, or is it going to get rejected at these key levels? We're just not going to know until it happens. Okay, so QQQ, well, I got to say the big caps look much better, though. The QQQ, I mean, they just, in a matter of days, really unbelievable. They've set themselves up over the 50 DMA to maybe make a move towards all-time highs. Isn't that crazy? That's it, possible in the cards. Unbelievable. All right. And then here are a couple benefits of this new app. We can check Bitcoin pricing directly. We don't need BITO. You can see Bitcoin over 35,000. We can check the VIX volatility index up a little bit, up to 2.75% this morning. I believe, is that, hold on, let me just make sure this is current. I think it is, because I think it was flat earlier, but this is not open all the time. It's not open in all the extended hours. I don't know what time the VIX opens and starts showing data here, which is why I also have VIXY, so I can get the an idea of where VIX is going. So I'm not sure actually if VIX is up or down one, but let's just call it essentially flat. It's not a big move either way. Okay, so that's the macro story. And one of the things I'll be looking for is, okay, with ARK, with this major breakout that ARK just had. Now there we go. All right, with this major breakout ARK just had, a way to do this is to look for other risk assets which did not do this on the chart yet, did not break above the 20 yet, did not break above the 50 yet, and they could be lagging. And even if ARK does not continue its move, it just stabilizes, or even if it corrects to the 50, you can see lots of risk assets, especially the lower quality ones. Usually it's the higher quality ones that go first, and the lower quality ones that go next, the smaller micro caps, will start making their moves above the 20 and the 50. That's something to consider in your stock picking today. All right. So with that, I want to, because this is where, okay, so just to orient yourselves, this is the home page, the home dashboard. So actually, I've been putting some nuggets into this main dashboard, and anyone can do this as well. Where do I get these nuggets? I'm getting it from the news feed. So if you click the second icon here, tap on the second icon, you have your watch list, which you can't rename yet. This is stuck at AAA. We'll have a function one day to edit that. But I've been populating this with a lot of stocks so I can get newsfeed items on it. I'm not finished populating it. Okay. But what I did do is giving me a much better newsfeed than Webull right now. So once you're in your watch list, you hit data mine. It's basically your newsfeed. Maybe we'll change it to feed. And you can see here a ton of news items that aren't even Webull yet. We have news from XXII. We have some news from, you can see all of them, but the ones that point out, the Cyber is interesting, CYBR, because they had good earnings and had some upgrades recently. Now I get some catalysts on top of it. You got some news from COMM with ST Micro, NRGV. Energy Vault announces 5 additional gravity energy storage system deployments in China. Going through this to see like what really stands out. Overstock. Okay, so Overstock changing the name to Beyond, BYON, today. So we'll cover that, and we'll cover the chart. Tableau, nice company, low PE, been growing. Tableau enhances generative AI capabilities, so that's a nice little catalyst. Rewalk, nice catalyst. Medicare, remember we got some sort of approval last week, and now we're getting a preliminary pricing, $94,000. So that could be a catalyst for the stock today. Frey Battery provides update on U.S. redomiciling. So unfortunately here, we can't pair the immediate catalyst with how is it acting in pre-market. That's what I'd like to do. Is it too late, right? Did it already jump? Did it not? Like, in the TD app, I can immediately see that. Now we can't do that on the Webull app alone until they fix their newsfeed. By the way, they said they're aware of lots of issues with their newsfeed and they're working on it. So I've been back and forth with customer service. They're not giving me a timeline, but they're definitely aware that their newsfeed is terrible. Okay. Anyway, and then we have XXII with earnings. Interesting. I have not been monitoring this closely, and from a glance, I didn't see anything that would be wow. Things are turning around, but let's see what the price action says. Tesla with some news. Okay, so I added a bunch of these. XWell with some news. ASXC with some interesting news. It initiates enhanced surgery program. So I put some of these here on your homepage in the app, and then you can feel free to comment on it, give your own impact rating. How important is this news? You can update your impact rating. Rewalk seems pretty important to me with the pricing for Medicare, so I'm just going to raise that. So now I took some of these from the newsfeed and I put them in Webull. Okay. All right. And we'll go through these and see, maybe we can try to focus on a top few here. But actually, before I do that, I forgot. We have our ER list, and there are actually not many ERs this morning. There was Dish Networks, which I don't follow. Okay, down 10%. Treehouse, down 1%. And we have Augex after the close. I like Augex on my radar. We'll be watching that after the close. All right. and no other ERs today. There are a lot of ERs this week, actually. And Uber tomorrow morning, Celsius tomorrow morning. So if you like those stocks and you want to take a chance on earnings, this is the time to make sure you have some exposure to Uber and Celsius. Rivian tomorrow afternoon, Upstart tomorrow afternoon. So you can have like some sort of earnings anticipation on into Upstart, especially with Carvana been doing well lately. Okay. So in any case, now let's go back to So nothing really ER related this morning that we're going to act on. So now let's go back. And these are some of the stocks I put up here to evaluate based on the newsfeed coming in from Story Trading. And also I put in a couple stocks, which remember I said, what kind of stocks maybe are lagging? RK that could do well here. Whoa, Celsius up 3.7% pre-market. Yeah, it is actually. Wow. You see the bid, 181. Big move in Celsius. That's where the earnings are tomorrow morning. People are getting excited about that. Celsius, let's just see this. High 177. It's gapping above the 50-day moving average. And your next resistance here, top of this candle, 181.16. It's right there. Oh my gosh. The bottom of this candle is 181. So it's right around this resistance at 181. I'm not going to chase it. I own this long term in my IRA, but man, I guess this can make a move towards. Woo, we'll see. If they have good earnings, they're heading back over 200. But okay. In any case, what could do well today? I just want to first point out Beyond Overstock. So Overstock is being rebranded to Beyond today, and there's a lot of hype over this. A nice amount of volume, 14,000. You can see the bid ask 1690 by 1716. This broke the 20, didn't reach the 50 yet. So this is an example of a stock like RK. We saw broke the 50, went to the 200. So this is maybe lagging a little bit. This morning, we have lots of insider buying recently. So maybe Overstock now Beyond, BYON, can make a move to its next resistance levels, which is right here at the top of this candle, which is 1809, and the 50 DMA, which is 1833. So 1809 and 1833 are your upside targets, and Beyond this morning. Beyond, not Beyond, not BYND, Beyond Meat, but just Beyond. Wow, that's going to be a little confusing for folks. BYON, not BBBY, BYON, Beyond. There's a parent company now of Bed Bath & Beyond. Interesting. Okay, so there you can see it pretty clear. You see that crosshair right there? It almost coincides. That fifth. I love it when we have like two different indicators of resistance. Oftentimes that kind of makes it a magnet. So I like Beyond here for a move to about 18, a little over 18. All right, and it's right around 17 right now. So that's probably going to be, I don't know if we're going to rate number one until we get in a flow. Well, I'll put like top 5. Okay. But right now it's going to be hard for me to say with confidence, number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll just kind of group 5 things together to watch today. All right. Beyond is going to be one of them. Carvana, another one. They had good earnings, pulling back here. Let's zoom in a little bit. Let's go to the 5-day. Come on, give me extended hours. There's your extended hours. Okay. So you can see here it hit 35, which was the resistance we gave you in the app the other day, to the penny. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's go to the daily. So 35 resistance, and then the next level will be the gap here. The gap here at 36.54 right there. And then maybe eventually to that 50 DMA at, can you read it? Where is it? MA 50, $40? Yeah, 40. So 35 first resistance. It rejected it last week as we predicted. Maybe it's going to retest it, and then 36.54, and then 40. 35, 36.54, 40. Those are your targets in Carvana. And you can see this, even if ARK doesn't continue, as long as it kind of stabilizes or doesn't crash, you can see a lot of these risk assets moving to their major moving averages. So Carvana, I like here. In fact, let me just, as we're doing this, let me edit my watch list and start moving stuff around. Okay, I'm going to move Beyond to the top and Carvana to the top. All right, that work? Okay, so you got Beyond and Carvana to the top. Lots of other stuff with Catalyst. My gosh, we can't go through everything. Let's see what DraftKings looks like. All right, DraftKings already broke through. They had earnings. They had an upgrade this morning. An analyst increased to $50 from where? Oh, here's another one. Truist raises to 45 from 44. Do they have the other one here? Okay, yeah. Needham 44 to 50. Okay, they had good earnings, but it's above all the key moving averages. You have resistance here at 34.49. You can see that candle high. It's at 34. So I don't know that I want to be playing something like this unless it breaks 34.49. If it breaks 34.49, then I guess you're off to the wow. That'll be beautiful if it breaks 34.49. Then this is the chart you pull out. Then you can start moving. You can start moving dollars maybe if it breaks 34.49. So keep an eye on DraftKings for a possible break of 34.49. Don't know if that's going to make it in the top 5. We have lots of other interesting catalysts here. I want to look at HIMS. HIMS, I don't believe had specific news, but this is one that's really lagging. Look at that. It's below the 20. Oh, no, I'm on the daily. Sorry. Okay, broke the 50. Okay, this is one that broke the 50, so potentially has a lot of room, and I think it has a big short position. Let's see here. 8 days to cover. All right, we got 8 days to cover on the short. Broke the 50. So, and it's having unusual pre-market action this morning. You see volume of 200,000 this morning with a very tight bid ask. Okay, this is very interesting. So 663. Again, what was the close on Friday? Yeah, I'm still not used to this, man. Okay, let's go. Here we go. 696 was this morning's high. It's gapping up, so it's actually gapping above. So it's up 3%. What happened in this, man? All right, let's see. Daily 663. Okay, here we go. This is a congestion area right in here at about 7, high 690s and 7. So it's only about like 30 cents more in there. All right. But this has the potential because of that high short position and the big gap between the 50 and 200 to bust through 7 and keep on going. Not necessarily today, but in the coming period. I kind of group this maybe with like a Carvana or an Upstart. I'm going to put HIMS up there. I'm going to put Upstart up there too. Okay, so let's do this. And Upstart also, we have the earnings coming up. So let's put Upstart up there. We'll put HIMS. Okay. And now let's try to look at this. So we got Beyond and Carvana and Upstart and HIMS. Actually, you see the theme? These are all highly shorted stocks. These are all highly shorted stocks with a kind of growth stocks, risk assets, which in a way I think are lagging that move in RK in respect to major moving averages. Okay, not necessarily in respect to percentage moves. They've all had big percentage moves here in the last couple of days, but compared to its relatively speaking, the percentage moves they could have historically. Look at these big moves in Carvana. I think these still have a lot of room left. So Beyond, Carvana, Upstart. Wow, Upstart broke the 50. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, that's freaking beautiful. Oh my gosh, can't believe this one. This could get crazy. What's the short on this? The 7 days to cover. All right, now this is support right here. Okay, this 50-day. What happened to me? All right, let's see if I can get this. 28.12. Okay, 28.12 is going to be your support level. And let me check these candles. The top of these candles are 30, 30, 43. Oh, it's challenging the top of these candles. 30, 40, 30, 43. Wow, look at, okay, and we're at 30, 73 now. Okay, so now you got support at 30, 40, and then you also have support at 28.12. This could be crazy today. It's above, this is a major resistance level. It's trying to break above 30, 40. So, and then if it breaks out, you get into this congestion zone in the 30s, 32 to 33 area. So like 32 to 33 area could be a target for UPST. 30, 40, both support and resistance, depending on how it interacts with it at the open. And then you have your support at 28 or so. So, man, all of these stocks are in play. So let's call Beyond has a catalyst of the name change this morning. Carvana has a catalyst of recent earnings. Upstart has a catalyst of earnings coming up. HIMS, I don't know if they had. Actually, their earnings are. Oh, is it today? Is HIMS earnings today after the close? Is that why people are? It might be today. HIMS might be today. Yeah. You see that? HIMS is I think it's today after the close. I would have seen it if it was before the open. Where is it? Okay. So Hims, yep, is after the close. Okay, so that's why you're getting this excitement. So I don't know that you want to hold this into earnings, okay? So all of these have some sort of upcoming or recent catalyst beyond Carvana, Upstart, and Hims, okay? And then that's enough. That's enough as far as the momentum stocks that move with ARK or can have a lag move with ARK that also has a catalyst on top of it. So beyond Carvana, Upstart, and Hims. And then we have PAL, which has earnings Thursday. And man, I just love this chart. This is actually my largest position. Might even be after gold. It's my largest position, even in my retirement account. Okay, I mean, I just what can I say? I've been through this thesis 100 times. So 330 is the current resistance level, and then really I'm looking for 4, 5, and 6. Okay. So where did I get 330 from? I may have gotten that one from collaboration with Rex. Let me see if I also see that. Yeah, it's the top of all these candles. That's what that is. Okay, you can see it right there. All right, so this area, the top of this congestion zone, like 330, that's your next level of resistance. I think it is going to touch that before earnings on Thursday. I'm not sure if it's Thursday morning, Thursday afternoon. We'll have to check later. But then I'm ultimately looking for $4, $5, and $6 in this cycle, however long that cycle lasts, whether it's months or quarters. Okay, so PAL, looking for continuation on PAL. And I think I'm going to leave it there. All right, Rewalk had good news. We talked about Tableau, DraftKings, ASXC. I mean, there's just so much. Geo, Celsius. I got to move Celsius a little bit higher, though. They have earnings coming up. So look at that gap. Unbelievable. So I'll move Celsius into a higher position so we can keep an eye on it closer. Oh, this is tough to move around. All right. All right. And we're going to leave it at that for now. And let's try to interact more on the app. The way things are with these app situation, if we get enough support, if we get enough people using our, enough people in our community and enough subscribers, we can put more resources into making this app better. And then maybe eventually this becomes better than any optional. But in the meantime, I think there's a really good resource to combine with some other app and also to collaborate, put your comments, ratings in here, and we'll take it from there. Thanks, everyone, for joining us. Good luck. We'll see if I do the 1 p.m. update in my schedule. Everything's kind of changed in this past week, not only because the app changed, but some stuff personally and with trading. I'm kind of switching more to swing trading rather than day trading. And it's just the timing worked out here because I just can't really day trade well without the TD app. But in any case, I'll see you guys soon. Thanks for joining. Have a great day.